everyone, Jay Marks here on behalf of the Cross Chambers Gazette, where we interview notable people, local people that make a difference, and people running for office. Welcome to an interview series because we have a candidate here that wants to run for town council and be your next council person, Clare Harris.
Thank you, Jay, for having me.
You bet. Clare, it's fun that you're here, and I'm excited to meet you. And I'm just wondering, what are you thinking?
Oh, I've wondered that myself. But I think I've lived here about 6 years. And when I first moved to Flower Mound, I really realized very quickly how special it was here. I started watching council meetings actually during COVID on Facebook Live. And I got hooked. The town government, how everything works together from the council, the staff, the resident engagement, it is fascinating to me. But even saying that, when I was asked to consider running, I wasn't sure. But doing a lot of asking questions, somebody said, well, if not you, then who? I was like, okay, that kind of hit home because I do feel I'm a really good candidate. I feel I'm an experienced candidate. And so here we are.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, you're not just watching TV and jumping right in. I think you've got tenure on two different important committees.
Yes.
The first was?
Environmental Conservation Commission, which I served with some very notable long-term residents, Marilyn Lawson, Alton Bowman, great people in Flower Mound, and I'm currently serving on the Planning and Zoning Commission, almost 2 years on the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Wow, what's that like?
It's a lot of research, a lot of homework. The packets of information are very large, but it's fascinating.
Yeah?
Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of pressure in that committee, the Planning and Zoning Commission.
It's important.
Yeah, because I've seen developments come into town that just were a home run, and I've seen some that struggle, and I've seen Flower Mound grow. And I've been here 20 years, and watching what it was then to now, it's been fascinating to watch. As a real estate agent, I'm okay with some growth, I'm okay with some real estate, but at the same time, I love Flower Mound. I love, this is why I wanted to be here with my kids,
yeah,
you know?
We all love Flower Mound. That's why we're here, because Flower Mound's special.
It is.
Yes.
So tell me, what's it like being on planning and zoning?
I wouldn't call it pressure. You said a lot of pressure. There's a lot of responsibility because we are trying to get the best things that come forward for Flower Mound, whether that's residential development, whether that's commercial development, and we need everything. But I think the engaged resident population that we have, they come forward and they tell us what they want. They tell us on our surveys what they're looking for. We have a responsibility to listen to them, but we also have a responsibility to the people we're not hearing from in town that don't come forward, that do need to be protected because development, whether it's residential, commercial, it's not appropriate in all areas.
Right.
Density down in Lakeside is very appropriate, and in the Denton Creek district the same. In the Cross Timbers, that density is not appropriate. So we have to look at so many factors.
That's right. I love that you're balanced. So I've got your card here.
Okay.
Ready to go over some questions?
Sure.
By the way, you've got some great marketing. Look at that thing. That's awesome.
There's some really good help.
Yes, good.
Yes.
So are you the one pounding in the stakes?
I did over the weekend.
Yeah.
Some of them, the wind wasn't kind to some of those over the weekend.
I saw one of them kind of really struggling.
Yes.
It says here that you want to strengthen the long-range financial strategy. Would you talk about that?
Sure. The town has been in a very good place financially. We're very strong. I think long-term we need to make sure that we continue that. And that is keeping our taxes low for our residents, but it's increasing our sales tax revenue so we can keep those taxes low. We do need the commercial development out west along 35W that'll bring us that sales tax revenue. We need to look at all the things that keep our finances strong.
Right. And then we're going to have to build fire stations out there.
Yes, we are.
You know?
Yeah, we need to finance all those new facilities that we'll need.
Indeed. It says here that you want to expand our commercial tax base. It's kind of what you were talking about. But what I love here, it says pursue innovative traffic solutions. Tell me about that.
So we all complain about the traffic. Unfortunately, some of the traffic that comes through Flower Mound is not Flower Mound traffic. It's coming from Bartonville, Highland Village, our neighbors, that we really can't do too much about. They're growing as well. But all of our traffic cameras are now now have the innovative technology where they can be monitored live and they're adaptive. So during periods of peak traffic that are heading north and south, those traffic lights flow green. Now, there are some downsides. If somebody presses the button to cross the crosswalk, or if a fire truck comes through, it takes about 20 minutes for all that adaptive technology to reset. So there are some other things that we could do. I know town staff is looking at adaptive ways technology into the system so that if there's an issue on a road, it will be uploaded into Waze and people will know where there's a problem. So we're looking at all the things.
Very good. Or just tell people no more pedestrians. No, just kidding. All right. Okay, tell me this. It says, ensure our excellent first responders have the resources they need. Talk to me about your feelings with our first responders.
I mean, our first responders are outstanding. They really are. And they have needs. As technology grows, I know the radios was a big issue last year. They were not able to communicate as they needed to, not just within Flower Mound, but in the wider Denton County community. And so those radios have been approved to be upgraded. We need to make sure that they have everything they need, but we also have to look at the budget for that. Fire trucks are extremely expensive.
I know.
And they take a long time to come. So we're trying. One of the things that I know is a priority for the current council is to try and extend the lifespan of our assets. Maybe some of our fleet vehicles that we have for public works can be gone in 6 months, a year, whatever that is, to extend the lifespan of the assets.
Very good. Tell me, what do you think the current town council is getting right?
They're getting a lot of things right. They've been able to keep our residential property tax rate low. They are our economic development staff. We are attracting really good things to Flower Mound, and they're giving them the means to do that. So I think there's a lot of things. They are very focused on protecting our tree canopy, our post oaks that are historic trees. We want to increase our park space and our open space. So I think they're doing a lot of things right.
Very good. What can they do better?
Gosh, that's a tough one. What could they do
I know you got some friends on there. So, or let me rephrase it. What is something you can do to add to the council that you're concerned with?
Okay, so I think I'm not sure if anybody that has served on the Environmental Conservation Commission has been a council member. We've got several people that have been on planning and zoning, transportation. So I think that perspective, I'm also a master gardener.
You are?
I am, and I'm in the Citizen Forester program. So I'm a bit of a tree nerd. So I think that perspective for our trees and our open space, it gives a little unique twist to the council.
Good. What's in your garden right now?
I'm getting ready to put my tomatoes out if the weather would cooperate.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the wind right now, my allergies have gone nuts.
Me too.
Yeah,
yes.
I tell you. Yeah. So Claire, becoming a town council person, I mean, that's a big responsibility. What excites you about it?
What excites me? I think being part of something bigger than myself, being part of the future of Flower Mound, the development, the preservation, because we need both. The development, especially out west, allows us to preserve some other things that we love. So I think being part of that and helping keep Flower Mound really special.
That's good. You have a unique Texas accent. Tell us, where are you from and how long have you been here?
I'm from Wales originally.
Really?
But I've been in the Metroplex just over 30 years.
That's awesome.
So yeah, accents changed a little bit.
Yeah. Do you speak Welsh?
I can speak Welsh.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that is the hardest language.
I can teach you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a place name. It's Llanfair Pwllswyngyll, Golgeria Quindrobl, Llantysilio Gogogoch. That's the name of a village in Wales.
Wow, okay. I'm glad you not run for council there. You would have to say that a lot.
That's right.
That is actually quite fascinating. I've talked to you off and on, getting ready for an interview and everything. And one thing I do notice about you is you're a very positive person. But what keeps you up at night about our town?
I think it would have to be the potential that we don't abide by our master plan. And it is a guide, so it's not a rigid set of rules, but that master plan that was developed back in the 80s and 90s by some very visionary people. And if we talk visionary, let's go back to Bob Rudisell, our first mayor, who stopped us from becoming Irving.
Mm-hmm. That was a close call.
It was.
1973.
I've read the history.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, so we do have had some visionary leaders and the master plan is one of those things that came out of some of those visionary leaders of that time. So I think using the master plan and smart growth so that we have enough resources, our infrastructure can support the development that's coming out west, our infrastructure that gives us the public services we need, the public facilities, the schools, the parks, all of those things. So I think it would be if we stray too far away from our foundational goals.
You know what? I appreciate that. And what I do like about the town is as technology have changed, they've made some change as well, because in 1973 they didn't have the internet.
No.
And who knew they would have cell phones like they do now. But I have one last question for you. Two, actually.
Okay.
What's your favorite Flower Mound restaurant?
Oh, I don't want to make anybody mad, Jay.
Okay.
But
Well, what's one that you really enjoy?
I really like Flurries.
Yeah?
Yes.
Flurries is fun, isn't it?
Great food and great staff.
Yeah.
So I do like Flurries.
I'm a fan myself.
Yes.
I'm a fan of a lot of them. But, okay. Claire, thank you so much for coming. But I do have one last question. What I want you to do is tell the voters one very important reason why they should vote for you. So please do me a favor, look into the camera. What would you say?
I think it would be that Flower Mound has had some amazing accolades over recent years, from Best Place to Live, Scenic City, Safest City in Texas, and we want to maintain that. So to do that, we need to honor the master plan and smart growth, because I think those things are the strategies that keep us not just a great place to live, but a best place to live. And I think I'm the candidate to do that and help Flower Mound be positively placed for the future.
And she'll teach you how to speak Welsh, right? No?
That's right.
Maybe?
Yeah,
All
maybe.
right. Guys, thank you on behalf of the Cross Timbers Gazette. Thank you for watching. Clare Harris, good luck in your race.
Thank you, Jay.
For more information, go to clareharrisfortowncouncil.com. Thank you so much for watching.